Happy Friday, Junior.
Yes, happy Friday, Junior, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Lydia.
And I'm Tia.
And together, we are the Humble Steward Crafting.
That's right.
So today, what we doing, Tia? Let's open up with a prayer right quick. Let's get the formalities, give our thanks, and thank you, everyone, for always coming back.
Dear Lord, we thank you for our talents and gifts. Help us strive to use them wisely for the benefits of our special community. Guide us to fulfill your plan for each of us. Give us the grace to be humble, respectful, and tolerant this day and all days of our lives.
Amen. Hey, you know I'm gonna get my crunch on any way I can, girl. I'm gonna get it on. So let's get into it.
Okay, what are we doing today?
Crochet.
It's been a while.
It has. I actually I crochet on the side of my bed. I have projects that I got like 3 projects. But this is something we know we can do and get it done in an hour. And
yes, we can get it done.
We can get it done.
We can get it done.
So what we're going to do is we're going to be making a headband today. And all we need today is our yarn of any weight that you want to use, our hook of any size you want to use, and the addendum needle. You're going to need that.
Oh, yes. I always forget about that.
But you can also take the hook itself and use the hook to do it as well, to get it together as well. So
now this on my big blanket, I actually did that and I liked it better.
With the hook. But that's because you're working with big. So do you remember how to do this part?
Take it over your fingers, cross and back, and then
that ain't work.
Think
that is not.
That didn't work.
That
didn't work for me either.
So
think it's too hard.
So it got to be cross, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you go under with the arrow up. You got it.
I got it.
Well, I should have been paying attention to you.
I don't know what I was doing.
One thing I don't like about this heavier. Hold on. Oh, I got it.
Got it.
I'm gonna do a single crochet because I like the little stitch it gives me when it's over. Because I did a couple in double crochet and triple loop. No, I'm doing a double crochet. I don't know what it's called, but I know what to do.
For those out there, we are very new to this.
Very, very,
very new.
We've been crocheting less than 2 months.
Less than 2 months.
Less than 2 months. I have completed a hat.
I see it. I saw it.
That was supposed to be for a baby. Oh, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. What's your name? Marsh Knitting 101. I need 101, baby. I need 101. So I've done that. Tia, you've completed.
I did 2 blankets.
Okay. That's it.
And a headband. I did a headband.
So I've done about.
Hi, Regina. Hi, Ann.
Hey, Regina. Welcome. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Hey, AD. What it do? All right. So I've completed about 5 headbands, a pot holder and a half, about 3 squares to a cardigan, about 3 rows. About 3 rows to a baby blanket that's 61 chains. And I got a pot holder I'm working on as well today.
So Regina says she's new as well. Started knitting. It's almost probably a year. I'll be next month, so I feel you. This is all new learning experience.
But Regina, how much fun is it? It is so relaxing.
It really is.
So relaxing. It clears the mind. And she did a blanket. She did it with her hands. It's just relaxing. It's very relaxing. So you measuring your head, or what are you gonna do?
I'm a measure. We're doing headbands, so I'm gonna measure my head when I actually get started. I haven't done one stitch yet.
So I'm a stitch without counting.
Yeah, I usually don't count
because we don't know how big our head is, so we're gonna just measure it. And from what we learned, pretty much, is that when you crochet, as long as you don't, how you sitting up so high, showing your skills like that, Lord.
I got long legs. My chairs sit up high.
It's a house chair. I don't like my chair.
I took this out my daughter's room. This is her little desk chair.
I need me a chair like yours. Your chair look like you in the studio. I'm sitting in kitchen chairs. But yeah, let me put this up. What she say? Let's see. It's fun. I love doing it. To be creative, to see what I can make, to know, what I'm doing. I'm left-handed.
Lydia's left-handed too.
And a lady told me she feels sorry for me. And a lady told me she feels sorry for me. I'm like, you do? Like, why? Like,
but I like to do stuff with my hands. I like to start something that's nothing and make it into something and just kind of stand back at it and be like, look what I made.
I did that.
I did that.
So I did put my yarn in a bowl, but the ball is too big. So
mine has gotten knotted already.
Because you working with a 4-weight, right?
Yes.
Tia's working with a 4-weight yarn. I'm working with a 6-weight, bulky.
So is it the smaller it is, it's more likely to get tangled? Like, what's the theory?
No, let me see. Let me do this.
Because I was pulling it out of this way, but then it started to.
So it just was made wrong. So
okay, I'm gonna take this paper off.
Don't you sure? It should have been 2-ended. So they set you up.
I think I got this at Dollar Tree.
Oh, that why? Dollar Tree don't care how they put their yarn balls together. Yeah, Dollar Tree don't care. Let me Dollar Tree a bit more care how they do their stuff.
They're like, look, you got it for $1. What else do you want?
$1, dum. That's it. What else you want from us? You right. Let's see.
Ann, are you left-handed or right-handed? And Ann says, yes, Tia, your dress was so cute. Yes, I made a dress. I made a shirt. That was not a dress. It was too short.
I never seen it yet. I haven't
you didn't see
it. Can't stay focused. Squirrel. Now, I did look at, this is a crafting channel, but I did look at that spaghetti. You got me read that spaghetti.
Oh, that's spaghetti sauce.
And if any I forgot the young lady's name. Is it
Regina?
Regina, thank you. And Regina, and welcome. Is that a Rebecca with an H? I love it. Is that what that say?
right-handed.
Yeah.
Dad's right-handed.
But me and Tia have other channels. And basically she's a bad influence more than me. And I guess I'm a type of influence, I guess. The whole YouTube is an influence. Whole YouTube is an influence because who can't say they see something on YouTube and be like, oh, I want one of those.
Right.
My mom used to call JCPenney's catalog the wish book. You better put that wish book down.
Mm-hmm.
Now they can call YouTube the wish center.
That's good.
Because everything somebody got, we won't.
You'd be like, oh, I want to do that.
Yes, I want to do that. I want to have that. I need that.
Okay, Regina says she is making dinner.
And listening in.
And listening.
Great.
She might miss some stuff, but I do knit. I don't crochet. Some girls love to learn to crochet. Sorry, girls, love to learn to crochet.
Well, hey, we're going to learn to knit too, because we ain't even going to, it's not going to be it. But if we put one more crafting idea, Tia done already bought a sewing machine.
And we have Rebecca Davis in the house, Touched by Yarn. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I said Rebecca with an H. I said,
I didn't hear. I'm sorry. Oh, I see now.
Welcome, Bernie. Welcome. Hi, Lydia and Tia. Rebecca is one that made my hat. Give me some skills.
And we have Miss Bernie in the house.
Bernie.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Listening and cooking. That's what, hey.
We just chatting.
Yeah, we just chatting and trying to complete a headband. You got your chain long enough yet?
I pulled some out, so we're gonna see. That's what I need.
Oh, see, y'all see she kind of faster than me already, because
you got more than I do. Look at you.
Oh, snap. I thought yours was longer than mine. Yeah, I don't even know how many chains I'm up, but I know it don't fit my head because his head is big. So that sweater dress, do you plan on making anything else this weekend?
This weekend I will probably attempt to start a quilt. We gonna see.
With the squares?
With the squares. I have the squares, so all I might do is just sew the squares together.
So what I want to tell you about, what I remember about my godmother.
Hi, Gail. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome. Gail Southern Living. What it do, Miss Couponing? That's another channel that got 2 channels too.
Mm-hmm.
And both of them is great. But what I was thinking about was my godmother. She used to take and make triangles, right? The little triangles or whatever, how you start. But she used to use maybe old sheets, old shirts.
I've heard of people doing like you know, they have those graphic tees, doing a bunch of those.
Oh, graphic tees.
I do like graphic tees.
But wouldn't it be too thin?
Well, you got to put, what I found out, you got to put some type of padding in the middle and then still do the back of it. I didn't realize it was all that.
So yeah, I have a blanket that's left. I actually had to put it up because my daughter won't trying to give it up. So she made all my kids one, but there's only one left. And my older kids are in their 30s. So Naya was using the particular blanket, and the material is dropping in the middle, couple of snags in it, and she wouldn't let it go though. So I had to take it and pack it up. So I have it put away to repair in the future. So
you gotta put it up.
As I get better at what I'm doing, I'll be able to do it. Because if you think about it, making a quilt, not necessarily that it's tedious, it's time put into it. And I would love to purchase one. I always purchase quilt-like blankets, though. I always like to buy the quilt looking because they feel good. They feel weighted. They normally are designed real nice. And this one is a type of quilt too, but I guess a quilt don't just have to be triangles or squares.
I know. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna start by sewing the little squares together. I figured the squares was gonna be easier for me for first project.
You gotta send me you follow the tutorial, of course. No. So what you gonna do? You already know what to do.
Put all them squares together. See how big they get. That's my plan.
And then put a backing on it.
Yes. So I haven't even bought the other stuff because I was like, I'm gonna put the squares together first because I don't know how much they're gonna make. I did buy a couple packs of just the squares. So.
Oh, you cheating.
I got a pack of squares.
I thought you had to cut the squares.
Cut nothing. I'm not cutting nothing. You saw how that shirt turned out.
Oh, you talking about the sweater?
I cut about 5-6 sleeves. No, I'm not cutting nothing. I cheated.
I ain't even seen it yet, but I was wondering what you were gonna do with the neck.
I got that neck. I don't know.
I'm going to look at it right now. I didn't even share us out. It's okay. Hold on.
Let's see. Okay, so I got my stuff. I'm gonna measure it to my head. A little bit bigger, I think.
Little time. Go up under.
Go under.
No, it'll be fine. Just let me see.
It goes. It's right there. I don't got any wiggle room.
Oh, so yeah, you gotta get to like some wiggle room.
Everybody speaking.
We're already 18 minutes in. What you going into the chat right quick? I'm going to.
Yes, I am. Gail says, heard about this channel from my sister-in-law, Freehandly Made, earlier today. Why did I not know she was your sister-in-law? I did not realize that. I heard her calling you sister, but I just thought terms of endearment. Yeah, like that's just, we cool like that. I did not know that. Okay, thank you for joining us. Going to eat dinner. If you guys are still, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate you.
Look forward to seeing you again, and I'm gonna come try to make sure I find you.
Yes, ma'am.
And Dale, if you could drop her link in the chat, that'll be helpful. Did we make ourselves moderators yet? Because we could be doing it ourselves.
We just be doing stuff. Gail, I hope you get to feeling better. Get some rest.
Gail not feeling well. I think she's feeling better. Now I'm sick. Just, a lot of people are not feeling well. You guys, I wasn't feeling well yesterday. Oh my goodness. My head was swimming for hours, and I'm like trying to figure it out. Like, have I had too much water? I mean, I don't know what it is. I take my blood pressure pills daily. I had no idea. I had to eventually take something. I've been out there moving wood chips today, and my nose was dripping, and I just kept on blowing it right out there. But there's a lot of people with a little sniffles out there.
Yeah.
And I pray for the best for everyone to be able to have a healing and just put natural things in your body. Plenty of citrus. I think I really forgot about how important citrus was because I don't eat oranges and grapefruit and things like that on the regular, but I grew up on those things. Like my mom used to order a box of oranges for Christmas.
I got a text message the other day. The company that I get my box of peaches from Georgia Peaches. They're called Indian River Direct. They texted me the other day and said they're getting a box of citrus in. So I think I'm going to get a box of oranges.
Hold on. What?
I'm going to get a box of oranges.
From?
It's called Indian River Direct.
Oh, because they're local.
No, I usually get my Georgia peaches from there. I don't buy local peaches. I'll get them from there. It's kind of like the peach truck, but they're a couple dollars cheaper and you don't have to pre-order.
Oh, see, I almost made it too big, but I got wiggle room. Let me see. That's a lot of wiggle room.
Yeah.
You can see that's too much.
That's too much? Too much wiggle room?
That's too much because by the time I'm curious about how many chains I got. All right, that's enough.
So this says exciting news. Our honey bells will be available while supplies last starting January 27th. We will be traveling to Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, Wisconsin, and Illinois.
So, traveling.
They bring them from the South. And like the peaches, they sweet. They real good. I just get a couple boxes and can them.
So what I'm going to do is what I learned. I go for my first row. I go down the bumps of the back. Because I'm doing a double crochet. A single crochet.
You said double?
I think it's single though. I think it's called single. And then I skip the first bump and go into the second bump. But after that, I don't skip any bumps. I don't skip anything. I go right into after the first time.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and count.
Because I really struggle with making my rows straight.
So yeah, based on I'm over and go get this project I started last night. Hold on, I'm gonna show it to you.
So I've done a couple things. Let me show it to you. I made this for my niece, but I really have a hard time keeping my rows straight.
Yeah, I have a hard time, but I think I mastered it. I don't know. Really? Yeah, I see it, but hey.
Right here.
That blanket cute.
Thank you.
But you knew where to stop at?
I was guessing, really. I was guessing.
So I don't think my rows are going to be straight. The lady in the tutorial said, stop. Think about it. Like, I don't think it's going to be that straight because when you look at hers look more so like a rope.
Yeah.
As it goes.
Straight, like a straight row. I've been looking at people. Yeah. So Rebecca says that she's crocheting a scarf for someone. Rebecca, how do you keep your rows straight?
And you know another word, and this is definitely not straight. I can see it. But it's a pot. This is going to be a pot holder. And it's made with two. And it's not made with I don't think it's cotton. I think it's acrylic.
Yeah, what you getting from Amazon?
What you got?
Hubby just brought me an Amazon package. Yay!
Yay! That'll make anybody feel better, right?
You're getting excited. I'm like, whoa, what I got? I'm always counting to make sure I don't add more stitches.
To make sure she don't add them.
So I guess we gotta count.
Yeah, because she did a great job on the hats that Ann got.
Mm-hmm.
How Miss Rebecca is Touched by Yarn. How many years have you been crocheting? Are you a new crocheter? Like us?
And I know Anne says she did that blanket with the hand crochet. Miss Anne, I tried to do that blanket around Christmas, and I didn't have a place big enough on my dining room table to really stretch it out. So I was trying to do it on the floor. My back started hurting, so I just picked it up and started finishing it with the needle. I have only been crocheting for about 6 months.
Whoop whoop! Come to the new side of things. Why did I say whoop whoop? Now I lost my count.
That'd be the problem. That'd be the problem. I'd be losing my count.
But I got this thing. Maybe I should try to use it before I speak. Oh my goodness. All right.
So says she is ordering stuff to start making stitch markers and jewelry. I saw that on Free Handly Made, Nisi's channel today, the stitch markers.
What is that? That sounds like what we need for these.
I think that's what we need. Like you stitch it, now you mark. You remember I had them bobby pins.
Right, but I have bread ties. I use bread ties. I've been using
anything.
Man, I use whatever I can get hold on to. But I've been using the bread ties, not the bread ties that twist.
So Rebecca says, do we ever let people come on live? We don't have a problem with it at all.
No, you trying to come up? You ready? We only been live 2 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. We want people to come up here to teach us some stuff. Because think about it. If it wasn't for Tia being here, I'll have to read the chat and what's going on and everything. But yeah. What'd she say, Rebecca? The hat you sent me. Oh, she's sending out hats like that, girl. Work them hands. Shoot. 1, 2.
So I just put in the invite to come up and join us. Anne said, yes, I stood at my aunt's dining room table. It went pretty fast. I should have tried stand. I had the table set. You know, I always keep my table set and I wasn't taking it down. So I had a big fat needle and I just used that. But what the stitches were a lot tighter. They weren't as loose and as flexible as yours. Mine is more rigid. So I can see a difference, and probably next time I will try doing it at the table or something. So Miss Rebecca's here. I'm about to bring her up.
Welcome, Rebecca.
Hello. Hi.
Hello.
My name is Rebecca Davis.
Hi, Rebecca.
I was going to, this is going to make a lot of people unhappy. I was getting kind of depressed. Okay. You know, we all get that way. I haven't been able to put a video up yet because of some issues that I'm having with the equipment that I have. And it's like very hard to get motivated. And then people say, oh, just go live and show people what you're doing. And I'm like, I'm a little bit intimidated on trying to do that.
That's me. I don't go live.
And you girl just brought the spark back into my life again today.
Good.
You have, you know, I'm like, I've got to do this because I've got to teach people. I am an older lady. You know, I may not look it, but I am 60.
You sure look good.
I am 60. And I have been making those hats for years for other people, you know, and then I stopped for a while, you know, since my mom passed away in 2017. I stopped for about 2 years. Then I started again. And I have blessed so many people with those hats. And now my sister that has passed away, She got me when I was doing knitting. I do knitting by 2 needles, not just the looped ones.
Mm-hmm.
By the long needles. I was doing knitting on those blankets, and the edges didn't look good. And my sister that passed away, Christine, she taught me how to crochet the edge. From crocheting edges, I now do this. This is a scarf for somebody.
Wow.
That's a nice scarf.
This is a beautiful scarf for somebody that I'm making.
Wow.
You know, and I haven't been doing it that long. You know, like I said, six months.
Mm-hmm.
I made my brother a blanket that was totally crocheted.
Nice.
You
That's
know,
what I want to get to.
the thing that I do is I do all double and stuff. And as you can see, my edges are definitely straight.
Mm-hmm.
So Miss Rebecca, sorry for your loss. Great spirit. Thank you. Anything I can do to make you smile, I'm here for you too. And if I ever need to have a heart-to-heart, I'll be over your house trying to have it.
Thank you.
So I got a question about that. What did you say that stitch was?
It's a double. So let me see if I can get going back the other way. The thing that I end up doing is when you get to the end of that row is I take my needle out, and instead of twisting it, I put it back the other way. That's how you get that edge looking like it does, instead of having that twist. And I don't hold the conventional way. I just kind of loop that around, and then I, let's see if I can do this, is I hook. That gives my 2 stitches going along here. Then I bring this over. The first one I do not go into. So this is where I get the double. I got it too loose. It's about catching that, getting that tension right. I just use this finger to pull back to make sure. And like I said, I have not been crocheting long. And I do 2 into that one. And I skip one and I go on to the next.
Now, are you switching your colors, or is that the yarn that is multi-color?
Yeah, no, I'm switching the colors.
Okay.
On this side, I have the edges where I will be interlooping these into that and tying it off. So yeah, they are literally tied together. Let me see. Yeah. So yeah, I'm using 2 different colors of yarn. This is and you've probably never seen these hats, but these are the hats that I make. I use a double 2 yarns together. And it's done. They're done like this. This hat will be going with this scarf.
Now, did you start that hat in a circular pattern, or did you do like a rectangle and bring it together?
It is a round loom.
Okay.
It is round. It's one of those round looms. That's how I make my hats.
Yeah, I practiced that before. That ain't working.
Yeah, and everybody wants to know how I make these hats. They're very easy. I don't have my loom up here right now. It's just a round. It's just a round loom. Don't worry about it, brother.
Well, wait a minute. What is a loom?
It is. If you've ever been to Walmart's or any of those places, they have these round looms, or in Michael's, that these round looms that you can make hats out of. You can make baby hats. You can make children's hats. You can also make teenagers' hats. They're all kind of, these looms are different sizes. So that you can make these hats, and you basically just loop the yarn around. It's called an E-wrap.
You talk about that machine? A loom?
No, this is all hand done. This is literally hand done.
I had to go to Google.
I'm like, excuse me while I go to Amazon.
It's called round loom.
Round loom.
Yes. You know, I'm just kind of figuring out all of this.
L-U-M?
Loom. L-O-O-M.
Thank you.
Okay, I see it.
I have one that I've only got one of that is narrower between those pegs. I haven't been able to find any more like that. of those type looms. The ones that I have that I've been sometimes using are much wider apart. And they, in my opinion, they create too much of an air draft. If you want to have someone's head warm and it's very cold, you want them close together. There is certain yarns that you do have to use those larger spaced out ones if you're using like a 6 type yarn, you know, like the fuzzy type yarn, you have to use the larger one to do that and stuff. And see, I'm doing usually 2 or 3 different yarns. If I'm using a 4 worst type yarn, I sometimes do 3, or doing a thicker yarn with a lighter yarn just to make these different colors. Where I'll do a smaller type yarn with that heavier yarn, so that instead of just doing one color, if a person wants more than one color, then I'm able to give them a sort of a thing that does a little bit better. I will put a variegated with a solid color that kind of looks good together. And if it doesn't, as I'm making these hats and it doesn't look right to me, if I've put a few rows on it, I'll rip it back out. You know, if it just doesn't quite look right, I'll rip it back out and do another yarn. You just kind of get in that when you know what looks good together.
So you get the feel of it.
Well, you just gave me a new idea for this weekend.
That's good.
I see it's only $15.99 at Michael's.
Yeah, there's 4 different looms, usually 4 different looms in there. Now, the thing that I do is I'm very heavy-handed in getting those over, and you've got to loop it not too tight, but tight enough that it's not coming off. And when you have 2 different yarns on there, make sure you go down and you catch both of them.
Okay. Have you did a video on
I haven't yet. I've got to. Basically, I'm waiting on my money to come into my account on Monday.
It'll be there.
On Tuesday, because I'm on disability.
It'll be there.
It'll be there. You know, I've got to wait because I have a remote that goes to my
it'll be there
camera that I'm going to be using, that I can start it and stop it. So that's what I'm waiting on, to be able to pay for that battery. You know,
so Barry says, you ladies are making me want to get out my yarn and needle. Do it.
First of all, burning crochet
it is so relaxing sitting here making this for. This one is going to a lady at she's Mennonite Farmhouse. Her name is Leanne.
Okay.
And she won a hat and scarf that I was giving away through another's live stream. So they're getting a hat.
Sifting through the swirl. Didn't see you join the room.
Welcome.
You know, just this kind of renews that I need to do this. I need to teach people how to make these hats. I was shipping hats to other states that was costing me a lot of money. You know, and I'm on a fixed income. You know, my brother helps. He buys the yarn sometimes, and you know, pays the postage sometimes because he makes more than me.
So when you make the hats for the people, you don't require them to give you anything?
I do not. This is strictly to promote Heavenly Father.
Oh, you so
you know, if people want, once I get my website set up and get the PayPal, they can pay me. The thing that really scares me is if I do this to my bank account, then Social Security is going to know about it. So I have to find a way that they're not going to know, because I'll have to show that money is not benefiting me. It is to ship these hats to people that are homeless and things like that.
So definitely you need to create a PayPal.
Yes.
PayPal don't require It don't require no bank
A bank
account,
account.
but it do require a card.
Mm-hmm.
I put my credit card up there, but if she had like a I think one of like a gift card or something, you could put a gift card on it.
Yeah, so what I have is just my bank card from my account. I don't have a credit card.
Right. And Cash App is letting 13-year-olds have accounts now.
That's right.
So I don't know if they have to have a bank account when doing it. I
don't think you have to have a bank account for Cash App.
So Cash App would be the best thing, and you will be able to set that up on your PayPal, and people could send you donations there. And then too, you can always just have, I don't know if you're using a PO box, and that gets expensive too.
I haven't yet. I haven't gotten a bank.
Well, that gets expensive.
Yes, it does. It does.
Because that's $38 every 3 months. And but then again, you don't want to trust everybody to have your address. You don't want to do that.
Right.
The people that I've sent the hats to do have my address, and they know, and my phone number. They know not to give that out.
Yeah.
You know,
that's the only thing that we have to be. We open up our heart, and I think I'm a good people's person, but at the same time, somebody can show you what they want you to see.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you have to be mindful of that. But I'm excited about that giveaway for that person who won that scarf. That scarf is banging.
Yes, it is. So Sifting Some Soil wants to know if you can make blankets on a loom.
I have not. I did one that I did make one on an S-type loom. It was very tedious, and sometimes I would drop stitches. So I just now, when I do make blankets, they are crocheted.
And that's what I went over to Amazon, and they have like figure 8 looms.
Yeah, they have one that looks like a snake that you have to leave it open, and it makes it 60 inches wide. It is very tedious, and I did make a baby blanket for someone that way, and I won't do it again, because I find that doing it as a crochet, I do so much better. I really do. I really do. I have a blanket that I made out of that velveteen type yarn, and anytime that I wash it, it stretches out. I will not use that yarn again, and I have more left, and trying to figure out what am I going to do with this. I'll figure out something, because even with a hat that I made, it doesn't stay tight. It just created a lot of problems. I now know that it's not something that I'm going to use that yarn again.
You just basically got us a question that we've been asking too. Do you wash this stuff after you make it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. Yes, you do.
Okay.
And I'll even wash these, because I have dogs. I have cats. They will be washed so that my animal's hair is not on it, because I've got 2 very big lab mixes, and I have a cat that's a long and a short, or a medium haired and a short haired.
Tia got a dog over there too. His name is
I got a monster running around here somewhere.
Mine's are over 95 pounds. They're big boys.
I think
they're big boys.
He's latent in the wings.
Kodak gonna grow to be about 95 pounds. He keep eating chewy food.
And then he burns it all off. Hi. You want to say hi? Yeah.
This is so much fun being on here. I just...
Well, I'm glad you took
I was sitting here thinking, yep, there's your baby. Okay. Is that a husky?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love huskies.
But the hair.
I know the hair. I know
hair.
what you mean. The hair, but my labs are, one of them is an English Mastiff, but he's not tall like the English Mastiffs. But his hair is all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, my other dog, we're not sure what he is, but we think it's called a Cane Corso, which is an Italian Mastiff.
Mm-hmm.
And lab. His hair is much shorter and stuff. They're both black. Both of my dogs are black.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
You know, they're laying down here. I fed them their dinner and they're happy. And
that's why Kodak didn't want to get up, because he just ate his dinner.
He ate his dinner.
Yeah, they're got coma head, as I call it.
Now,
but it is so much fun making these for people, and you know.
I didn't do that. It was bought like that.
It's like just trying to do something with my hands. But yeah, it's, people are like, man, you haven't been crocheting that long. I still don't even know how to make a granny square. That's why I kind of like, okay, I just go back and forth on these, and
let me get some straight edges first.
Yeah, I got to learn how to do some straight edges first. I still need to look at, I don't changed up patterns. I'm supposed to be doing single crochet.
As you can see, I've skipped. I'll bring this up. See how I've skipped? You know, when I do the first row, let me get back down here. When I do the very first row,
wait a minute, let me help
I do every single one.
Let me help.
So when I finish this, every single one will be done where you're going into every single one.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, and then the next one you do when you come back the other way is you double chain, and then you skip one, and then you go to the next.
So I got another question. I don't know how to put us all back.
There you go.
So, how do you when they say turn to work, are we really turning to work? Are we really? Because I'm left-handed, and it doesn't appear that I'm really turning this work. But I just keep going. Because I don't understand when they say turn to work. So if I'm working down here and I get to the end,
you get to the end,
I chain
you're gonna flip it around
and go back the same way.
That's when I take that hook out and put it going back the other way, because I've seen a lot of ones that have been where they twist it, and I don't like that look.
And that's what I've been doing. I've been twisting it.
Yeah, I take that when I get down to this end. As you can see,
I gotta make it
more even instead of twisting it.
Show me one more time.
Let me get down to the end of this. I've got a little ways to go, but I don't see you ladies anymore. It's just
no. I needed to see you, so I needed to put you front.
Let me get down to the end of this row.
Yeah,
because I've got about that much left to go.
So we're gonna
take me a little bit of a time, because I've got to make sure I go into that second. And because of this yarn being 3 strands, it sometimes doesn't.
Yeah, get them all.
I got to get them all, because this is that yarn that you see the blankets being made out of. So it's 3 twisted together.
Okay.
So I got to make sure that I'm not hooking them.
Sister Sawyer,
I think this is, as everybody keeps saying, I need to just go on StreamYard and do a live.
You should.
And say, okay, I'm going to do this day, and just go on it live. My brother does have a computer, but I don't know if it's with his camera. It's up so high. This is on my phone that I'm doing this.
I wanted to say something. Sifting some soil. Your name is Sharon, right? Can you correct me, please? Because I want to see it like right away. Yeah, I know I'm a first name person. I like first names.
Put behind this.
All right, so
Or you can have something behind you.
Yeah. Exactly, brother.
So do you grow at home? Do you have a garden? Are you
No.
Mona.
With these dogs,
Mona?
I started first
Who is
getting tractor tires. And then I found out that the oil from those tractor tires seeps into the dirt. So I now have tractor tires in my front yard that I'm going to have to cut up and dispose of and make some planter boxes that are high enough that these boys can't get into it. My port, where I have my stuff that I grow, I don't grow very much, but I grow lettuce and radishes and things like that up on my porch where the dogs can't get into them. Because they even dug in one of my tractor tires.
I know that.
Just being dogs.
I don't have any cats, but since I've had the ring light, I've noticed that I have actually about 4 cats that hang on my property. They better get on the job.
Yeah.
They got a job to do.
I'm about down to the end. See, as you can see, I'm doing a double. Let me see here. I'm doing a double into each one of these. So I keep the same consistency going across. So you skip one and you go to the next.
Wait a minute.
Then see this one here. Let me get over here. See this one right here? That's the first, and then there's the second that's down on the end.
Right.
You pull that through, and then you're going to hook this, and then I pull up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's time to
see how that yarn, and this would be twisting?
Right.
Yep.
I hold on to those two, and I take it out, and I put it back in. So it's going the opposite direction. So when I go back, that's why you get this nice, I feel like get that nice even look instead of a twist.
Yeah, I see it.
I like that.
I see it.
You know, just kind of doing that. So, but yeah, I've got basically each one of these is 6 rows that I've done. I've never done a triple yet. You know, I've always just done doubles. So it's just kind of figuring out how to do this. I just started doing doubles when I did the knitting needles on making a blanket.
So Gail wants to know, where do you buy your yarn?
I go to the Salvation Army, see if they have any there. I also go to Michael's. I go to Joann's. I'm looking to see if there's even Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
I get yarn that is marked down. Yarn that they're not going to carry anymore. So I'm not putting out a whole bunch of money. And trust me, you can.
Yeah.
This yarn here is for that cupcake, those huge, big things that are called cupcake, or that I basically unwind that whole thing and separate each one of those colors.
Wow.
Oh,
and I'm now making hats out of that yarn.
Wow. That's really smart.
You know, and I'm mixing it, the soft, with an acrylic. So it helps me get rid of my acrylic, because acrylic is very rough. It's not soft. So I am doing both acrylic yarn and a soft yarn together. You know, when I make these hats.
That sounds good. Well, maybe
this is one that I had not bought before, and I love these. It's Karen.
Oh, I love that chocolate.
I've seen those.
How much you pay for it?
They had these on sale because they were trying to get rid of them, and they were buy one, get one half off.
Nice.
Okay, that's what we usually pay. Is the music too loud?
No.
I don't hear
Mona
any
says
music at all.
Dollar Tree has some too. They do have some.
Yes, Dollar Tree does. I've gotten some of their yarns from them, and but yeah. Oh my gosh, this is just so much fun. I mean, I was kind of getting discouraged, and now since I clicked on your guys's thing and started trying to figure out how I can not be so upset.
Lydia is a wonderful motivator. She's not gonna let you sleep in. What time we getting up? When we doing this, we gonna get up? All right, we about to do this today.
Yeah.
She gonna keep you moving.
I hadn't even thought of going to the crafting channels on YouTube. And I need to, because there's the last time when I was thinking about, seeing what channels there were on YouTube under the craft section. And there was a lady that was making these hats 9 years ago that's not even posting anymore. Not even posting anymore. And I'm like, okay. Why aren't you posting anymore? Because what she did is she made the ribbed hats where it was a knit and purl together, which then you don't do the band. And as all these people were talking about, how do you make these hats? We want to learn how to make these hats. And I'm like, trying to.
So Miss Barney says, I was at the Goodwill today and they had a big storage container full of yarn.
Denver?
It was $10. I never even thought about going to the Goodwill or Salvation Army.
Denver,
I'm walking right up.
I never.
Oh, it is. Back up. Come on. I got to get my dogs back. Go, boys. Go, boys.
I never read what Bernie said, but she said she had $10 container full of yarn.
She was at the Goodwill today and they had a container full of yarn and it was $10. Go back tomorrow.
You ready?
Yes.
I whenever if you gotta do something, I can always mute you too.
Yeah, I will do that next time.
No, I'll do it for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
there's a friend that's trying to get her cat outside.
And Bernie says, are you playing some mood music in the background? I like it. They noticed your music.
Yeah, y'all. This is another feature that's new on StreamYard. It's a new feature. It's
I like it too. We was bopping to it before we went live.
But we don't know what happened to it. It just went away.
It did.
Tia, how you doing over there? Because it's like I can't even talk and crochet at the same time.
So I did not like that yarn. So I went to a fatter yarn. I wasn't doing nothing with it. I gave up. I switched it.
You did that so quiet. I gotta get you another chair.
I said I'm good with this.
I gotta get another chair.
Yeah, that yarn was too little. That was the 4, and I'm used to a 6. That was just too small for me. My nails are too long.
So, Miss Rebecca, would you give us the opportunity to come back on the platform and we purchased the Loom and you walk us through that live?
Yes.
How long do it take you to make a head on Loom?
An hour and a half.
Oh yeah, we could do that. If I can
about
keep
an
up.
hour, about an hour and a half.
All right.
Sometimes it depends on the thickness of the yarn, and if I'm having struggles of getting it over, because I, being an older lady, I do have arthritis and things like that.
you're 12 years older than me. Okay, I'm pushing 50.
Okay.
I'm about to see a half a century.
Oh wow,
Hi,
that's
Angel Loves Garden. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Lily.
Thank
What
you.
it do,
everybody's like,
LA?
oh gosh, finally Rebecca's showing some stuff that she loves. Like I said, I have not been crocheting that long, probably 6 months. And I don't know everything. I don't.
No, we could just. I mean, it's okay because we're not here to teach. I mean, we're just
Showing what we're doing.
Showing what we're doing.
We're having busy hands.
Just having busy hands. Just learning with one another. I mean, you're about to teach us a skill that we have no idea about, and if you teach us the way you learn, and we learn something else, hey, well, I figured this out. Because I'm left-handed. I need you.
Well, the thing is that maybe I can get my my sister that is left-handed, because the way you're going to wrap that yarn around is going to be different than the way I wrap it around. True. So, because she also makes the hats. My sister Judy does.
So but you say you're left-handed, correct?
No, I'm right. My sister's a left-handed. My sister Judy is a left-handed.
Maybe that was somebody else in the chat that was left-handed tonight. That was the lady who knit. That was Rachel. Right? Rachel.
I don't know.
That was Rachel. Okay, so you're right.
I was busy not really watching the chat. I was just kind of doing this and watching you ladies do what you did. And that's when I put that thing up there and thought, okay, do you let people come up? And I'm thinking, hey, this is definitely helping out and
being able to communicate. Communication is the key. A lot of us need that a lot of times. You ladies are pushing me through what I'm doing right here. I don't have a big social people. I don't talk to a lot of people. So this is something I love. And because we need more, we do need to do this more. Yeah.
We definitely do.
Gail, good night, Gail.
All right. This helps me to. I've always been a kind of person that has learned by seeing it instead of, looking at a pattern, forget it. That's just not going to happen. I'm not going to be able to look at a pattern and go, okay, how do you do this? As people say, I'm just making my own stitch, what my stitch is. And
oh, well, hey, we about in the same team again, because I've created my own stitch already.
Yeah.
I can't do a round. Every time I do a round, it seems like I'm not going the right way. And those booties I've been trying to make. Whew.
I know when I was in Job Corps in the 80s.
Ooh,
they had I had this pattern of these slippers that you could make. That of course I've lost, but it was a knitted pattern that I do still have one of those, and I started counting it to make sure how to do it again. That were basically you start out where you're doing the foot section where it's a knit purl, and then you get to where it has the sides where it comes up, and then where the toe section is, it's knit and purl, knit and purl, knit and purl till you finish it. Then you're able to pull it, and then you sew the back end up. Really a neat type of slipper for your house to keeping your feet warm and stuff.
Yeah. I have found some amazing videos of the slipper, and they will be just doing a rectangle, and the way they use the stitch to stitch it, it makes it shape into a slipper. So I definitely want to make slippers for my little new grandbaby and for everybody else. But I want to learn how to make this hat for a baby, for little kids. I want to start with little kids. I want to make all my grandkids a hat. And if that'll be a way to teach me a little better, I'll take it. I got plenty of yarn.
So Rebecca, what we'll do is we'll connect with you offline, and you tell us what we need.
Okay.
Yeah.
My YouTube, my Facebook is this spelling of Rebecca.
Okay.
And it's Rebecca Davis. And what you're going to see is on the open page, you're going to see a older Chevrolet truck. It's not my face. It's a beautiful tan Chevy truck that I lost because someone decided to run a red light. And it got totaled. I lost it. I lost that beautiful truck in December. Or no, July of last year.
Well, we're gonna get you jumping for. I'm not gonna worry about my ends, Tia, because they get me mad already. But I'll worry about it. What type of yarn should we use to try to be just try to get closest to your style?
I would say using that Karen because it's going to be the softest.
Okay.
The other, where's that other yarn? Yeah. This is another brand that I got. My camera's frozen. I guess you can probably see this.
I can see you. Move it over.
Okay.
This is another soft yarn. Just feel the yarn. Just feel the yarn because you want it to be a soft hat.
Okay. Yeah.
And acrylics are not soft.
Is that what the difference is? I did not know that.
Yes.
Well, I have the pot holders I'm making. When I listen to pot holders, they say make them out of cotton. But I really feel like what I'm making the pot holders with right now is acrylic. But this cake, this Karen cake, it don't be. This is not to me, this is acrylic as well.
I'm looking at all my yarn now.
I know. I got a couple of cakes, so I'll be able to make a nice hat.
So let me tell you about Michael's and this cake. I'm mad.
Why?
You sound mad before you even get it out.
I had started my blanket with my purple Michael's anniversary cake. One used the whole cake, and I only got half a blanket. I got enough, like if I want to do one for my daughter, but I want a big blanket for me. So I've been waiting on Michael's to get this cake back in. Waiting. Last Friday, they had it because it was sold out everywhere, online, at the stores, everywhere. Last Friday, they had it. I hurried up and snatched it up, bought it. I wanted that free shipping. So I bought a couple of extra things, put it in my cart, got it. Then I get an email the day before it's supposed to come, and they talking about, we had to credit you back your stuff. The anniversary cake is out of stock. Well, what I buy all that other stuff for? I just wanted the cake.
I know.
So what's gonna happen with you and this blanket? They don't have this purple no more.
I'm gonna keep waiting. I check they gonna get it.
Oh, they just ain't got enough. They ain't got it.
Because they just ain't got it. Everybody's trying to snatch up my color.
Oh yeah, everybody trying to snap up your color.
I understand. But what I ended up doing on those big things of that cake and the anniversary cake or the birthday cake and stuff like that I individually take each color apart.
How long does that take you?
I've never counted. It takes a long time because as you go through this, there's those different colors that I have to undo that, wind that up, cut it off, and then wait till I get back to that color again. So it takes me a long time.
Well, I'm gonna do that because that's what I'm doing with my cardigan. I really just want the colors. So what I'll do I don't have to do it, but I might have to.
We'll be live, Mona. We'll do it live.
What are you?
She wanted to know if we were going to do it live or in private, us learning the loom.
We gonna do it live. Mona,
it will be live.
Mona, do you want to join us the day we choose?
I do. I certainly do.
No, I'm inviting another person to learn with us.
Okay.
We have room for 6. Is it a room? How many people you can have on this thing for free?
I've seen 5. I don't know about 6. We'll find out.
I don't know. What'd she say?
I've been waiting for years for certain color. Oh Lord.
Okay, Mona. So yeah, we gonna get you up here with us. So it'll be 4 of us.
Mm-hmm.
So Ann said we can have 6 up here. So yeah,
thank you.
Anybody, and we'll make a post once we talk to you and set a date, because we don't want to interfere with any appointments or any errands you running out there, Rebecca. So we'll get a clear date and time. And I like Friday. I mean, I like Thursday because Thursday, I call it Friday Junior, and it's just a good day of the week. All I say is we just need to eat before we come home. We need to eat, have our dinner, and be ready to chat and pay attention.
That's right. Ready to learn.
Ready to learn.
For sure.
So yeah, it probably gonna, for me, I balance out my books on the 1st, just like you, Rebecca.
Yeah.
I balance out my income on the 1st. So that'll be the 4th. So we'll do it February the following week. We can talk about that now if that works for everybody. February the 3rd, the 10th? The 10th?
I'm not doing nothing.
Me neither. So yeah, and we'll do it February 10th.
February 10th? Okay.
February 10th. We should have our Loom. So once Tia texts you or something, you just send her a picture of the thing you got.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to get the wrong thing.
On my thing, I do have my email address in there.
Okay.
In my page, it's right at the bottom of the description. Would it be the same time?
Yeah, I like 6 o'clock.
Where are you ladies?
Oh, that's a great question.
I'm in Indiana.
You're in Indiana.
I'm in Columbia, South Carolina.
I'm in Columbia, Missouri.
Okay, Columbia in the house. So you're close to Tia almost. Your husband runs trucks that way.
Yes.
I went to Missouri for the first time in August, and my nephew graduated from the Army base up there. And we stayed
Fort Leonard Wood.
Fort Leonard Wood. We stayed there at a nice hotel. It was pretty nice. But we went to this place that was off the road. What was that place called? It was all shiny and stuff. And then we went to this famous restaurant, and we had the best bread pudding I ever had. I don't even eat bread pudding. But that bread pudding, baby, we had to take some to go. It was so good. And, I did not know you was in Texas neither. Did not know that. Did not know that at all. We're gonna have to go somewhere and get cold. What part of Texas are you in, Mona? And Mona, do you crochet? Have you ever? What do you do? I know the garden and the trees and everything was new, but I don't know this side of you, We learning each other every day. Look, I
Mhm.
didn't even crochet. Look at me, I'm crocheting. I didn't even paint. I'm painting. Houston. Sweet Pea in Houston, right? Sweet Pea in Houston.
My mister got family not too far from Houston in Prairie View, and then his sister stay in Houston.
Y'all know I just thought about somebody, a channel, and I think I thought about it because I'm talking with Miss Mona over here. It was a channel and it was a guy. And I remember it because it was the day that Mona was on the live, came up and said hello, and this particular guy, but who house was we at?
Was y'all at Broke Farmer?
I want to say we were not at Broke House. I want to say we was at Micro Farmer House. For the simple fact is, when she came up, she said, "I came up because I'm tired of you thinking I'm a troll." But it was a guy who had stuff growing in the house. I haven't seen him around in a long time. But was that Broke Live? Let's see. Rebecca. Yes, you crochet. How long you been crocheting, boo?
Okay, so I'm at my end. I'm gonna pull this up a little bit.
Okay.
Grab it.
Take it out.
Turn my needle.
Okay.
And then go right into it.
But you know the skipping and the whatever got something to do with it too.
Yeah, sure.
That was at Jan house. Since I was 7. Girl, if you don't get up here and crochet your hands with me, shoot, she been crocheting since you was 7. Last time you made something. And Rebecca, have you been at Garden State Gardener's house, and have you won anything?
I've been on his lives. There's other stations that I also listen to that kind of at the same time as his, and
so you don't enter to win the yarn that he give away.
I don't. I usually don't. I've got so much yarn here that I don't need to add anymore. I need to let some go.
Oh yeah, he gives away yarn. He gives away yarn. I'm doing the same thing to you.
I'm trying to figure out, do I want to do the double or do I want to do the triple?
I'm just doing the single.
Not triple. The single or the double.
Look at the single.
That looks nice.
It do look nice. That's what I was doing on the pot holder. I was like, oh, I like the way that looked, the single look.
Because I think if I'm gonna do a headband, I want it tighter. I don't want very much space in between.
Right.
Yeah. I would think with the headbands, you would want to do a single.
Okay.
You would,
yeah, and you can still hook that yarn over and just pull it through completely. Because in doing a double, a true double, it's gonna give you that extra space where you're not having to use so much yarn.
I do like that.
To cover the distance, because this scarf is going to be 70 inches long.
No.
What will it be?
I think it's 6 feet, 72.
I think it's going to be 72 when I finish this one. Usually the guys, when I was checking on the length, for men it was 70 inches. And for women it was 72 inches, because women usually tend to like to fold their scarves in half.
Mm-hmm.
And then pull it through.
I want to make a scarf.
I want to make a scarf too. Hey, Mona. Bernie, speaking to Mona, you making a blanket. All right. So Mona, anytime you want to on any Friday that we're live, except for the one we're gonna do the hat on. Not Friday, Thursday. If you want to come up and chat with us, even today, and work on your project or not work on your project or give some tips, you're welcome to. Just let me know, because this is, we already over an hour already. We ain't supposed to be up here. So Bertie, we understand. And I gotta get Renee over here. I gotta get Renee. Renee back crocheting. Renee is left-handed, y'all. That's Renee. Renee, I'm about to say garden and kitchen. Renee's garden. She's crocheting again, and she's left-handed. So I probably just invite her to come over here and hang out and get her work done too. Because we're not really doing anything but talking prices, talking money, chatting, and working through these loops. Do you consider yourself as a fast? Are you fast, Rebecca?
And I have gotten a little bit faster on doing the crocheting, because as time goes on getting this, as trying to be more of the teacher, I'm going to have to slow down because I'm already done with the 6 rows for this color. I'm ready to cut off.
9.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, we got Triple H in the house.
Okay.
My camera has frozen again.
Oh, we can see you just fine.
Yeah,
we see you fine. We can see your rose. We can see that beautiful teal and that those 2 beautiful teal.
Those are pretty colors.
It's got this color is called aqua.
Okay.
And then the green, I don't know what the color of the green is.
Both of them aqua. Both of them aquas and teals.
Yeah. Because it said aqua on the on that kind of that blue. She wanted aqua, and I was like, okay, I got to find some aqua. So I also check out Joann's. They sometimes have yarn marked down.
Joann's is really close to my work, so sometimes if I just kind of want to look and see what they have, I go over there at lunch.
Yeah,
sure makes it nice.
I think I'm gonna start saving change so I can support my crafting habits. So I might have to go out there and collect some cans and go turn them in to the aluminum factory to support my crafting habits.
Ain't no wrong with that.
Do your brother crochet too?
No, he doesn't.
I just back her up.
He just backs me up. He's the one that usually buys the yarn and stuff like that.
Pays the postage.
And pays the postage.
You gotta have support.
Oh, you certainly do.
With this type of hobby, you gotta have support.
Definitely. And she's great at it too.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
What's his name?
I love this.
I'm gonna close down my camera for a little bit because I need to find something, and I don't want you guys to think that I'm leaving.
Okay.
Oh no, whatever you gotta do. Do you want me to mute it, or am I going here? Big brother, little brother.
Big. I'm the youngest of 8.
Big brother.
Big. Yes.
Number 6.
Number 6.
It's not closing it. You got to be kidding! My phone has froze.
I got you. Look at this. Bam. You'll be in the basement. I'll get you when you come back.
Okay.
Well, sorry, the green room. You're gonna be in
the green room. Yes.
I think she can still hear us though. That's fine.
Yes, she can.
Testing. Rebecca, can you hear me? Nod your head. Maybe she can't. I thought you could hear when you put the person in the green room. So we've been having a great time here. KK, her healthy home. We've met Rebecca, and she's crocheting.
I'm dropping the link for Mona.
Okay, Mona said yes. Okay. So
And they can hear
and
us. Okay.
we're networking and we're learning, and she was able to teach us some things, and we're gonna come back on February 10, and we're gonna do the loom hat
Use the loom to make a hat.
So
I'm
then
down for that.
what weight yarn we gonna use? We're gonna use a Dollar Tree yarn or what?
No, I think she said a 6, but we'll confirm it.
But she said soft too. She did say soft.
Not acrylic, so cotton.
No, so this I don't think this Karen yarn is acrylic.
I don't have any Karen packaging to see.
No, I read it today. I don't think this anniversary yarn is acrylic.
Well, I'm gonna finish my blanket.
But it is soft.
Yeah.
But I think that's where the bulky comes in, you know?
And that is the bulky yarn.
You know, I don't know how to drop the link. I don't know what you do when you do that.
I just I hit invite and hit copy, and then
down the bottom. I see it.
Mm-hmm.
So you copy it and then you paste it in the chat?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's fine. She ready?
Hasn't popped up yet.
Yeah, she ready. Could you hear me? Could you hear
back.
me?
I have my loom now.
I'm glad you got it. I'm glad you got it. We were just talking about it.
I got my loom. You see how tight this is? How close they are?
Yes.
They're much closer. I haven't been able to find another one like this.
Okay. Hold on. So you telling me you lucked up?
But I have not started this one. If you guys want to bring me back where you can see this.
Oh, we can see you. You're center.
Okay.
You're what we see the best. Like I got you center.
I always get a double hook because I tend to press on them a little hard and they break on these looms. So this is a double. And I find that it helps me to be able to pull these yarns over. Then you just pull it over like this. And this makes these hats.
Now Bernie said she's in the basement, but I don't see her.
I don't see her neither.
You see this?
You give her the
I'm
right
trying to figure out a way to.
Let me try it again.
To show you.
Bernie, can you see us, the three of us down there?
All I see is just me.
Okay.
Hold on, let me try something.
Okay.
Let's see.
There we go.
Now.
Let me figure out where I need to put this so you guys can see it. I'm going to do this backwards to me. You grab these two and you bring them over the top, over the peg.
And what is this hook thing you got?
That pulls the yarn over the top of the hook.
And it comes with that?
Let me see how I can do this. Figuring out the way to be able to show you the best way to show is you get these two pieces of yarn and you pull them over. And that's how you hook these things.
How do you know where you stopped at last? Like if you just pick that up.
Because it ends here and then you rewrap it. This is going to be interesting how I'm going to.
I think this is what Lovelady had in her hand.
You just hook it. Are you guys able to see that? Where you just hook those over and you pull it down.
With your fingers?
Yes. With your fingers. And you pull it over. You pull it over. I get going pretty fast, but I've got to learn how to stay a little bit slower. Because when you can get a hat done in an hour and a half to 2 hours, it's like you're going pretty quick.
Oh, well, no, I don't want to go pretty quick there.
Yeah, I've got to learn how to kind of do this where I can slow down my hand. So you're pulling up that yarn.
All the way. I'm all the way in the camera.
And you just keep going around until you get to the end. I'm just gonna hold this here. That's working out now.
Gotta find Bernie. I don't see you. I'm sorry.
Basically, you're taking the bottom row over the top.
The bottom over the top.
Yep. And that's what makes these rows. And if you're making one where you don't have the band, you just keep going. Usually these ones I'll do 16 rows. Now that's finished. So you push this all back down. Usually on these, there's a peg here that you start with. Then I'll unwrap that yarn from there. This little thing is the first one you start with. And you put on that peg. That's the one I usually now take off. Usually I take it off sometimes after the first or the second. And you're going to push that down through here between those pegs. You pull that thing down here. And that's your first row. Then you're going to take your yarn, you're going to hold here, and you're going to just E-wrap it. Now, make sure I get in the camera. You're just going to E-wrap this, and I use my finger as a guide to make sure that I get every single peg. And before I even start, I spin this thing around to make sure I've gotten every one. Because if you take this over, if you end up taking this over and you don't have the E-wrap there, you're going to have a stitch that you've dropped.
I think that's you, Mona. Turn the YouTube off.
What happened?
Huh?
Turn the YouTube off in the background.
I don't have any YouTube on.
Not you, Rebecca. Not you, Rebecca.
How about that?
Oh, yeah.
We just got to test it a couple of times.
Is that all right?
All right. So, hey, Mona, welcome.
Hey.
Welcome.
Hi.
Thank you for coming up.
Yeah. I'm not feeling too hot today.
Now I finished that whole row. So what I end up doing is I put my thumb up against that.
Is that my phone?
I think it may be mine.
It wasn't you. No.
Was it me?
So. Let me put you center because I want to see what you're doing. So I can have an idea when it comes that day.
I've wrapped that around completely. So I have my next row. See that next row there? Got to come over this way.
I do.
I have that next row. And then you're just going to do the same thing where you're going to hook that back over. And it just makes a whole bunch of rows coming down through here on the inside.
Okay.
This is the most critical part if you're going to make a band. Is how I end up making these bands is I'll do 2 8s. I'll push down 8 of these. That is my first row. So you're going to do an 8 and an 8. And then you do 7 7. It keeps me in track that when I get down to 1 1, I have 16 rows.
Okay.
And as you're doing this, it's going to roll up. When you get this band done.
I'm definitely going to look at a video before class.
Yeah, definitely. It's pretty intense. And when my hands with the crocheting, I'll stop for a little bit and I'll make a hat. just because it's a different muscle movement that I'm doing. And, you know, when I've done like 4 of these rows of these 6 rows, I'm taking a break from that for a little bit and then I'll redo it again. But just going to doing my hat, it gives me time to set away from the doing the scarves and the crocheting. And I work both of them kind of at the same time. You know, where I'm not getting burnt out on just crocheting.
And that's smart.
I'm also doing the hats. I'm also doing the hats and stuff.
Okay.
So Mona, you say you're working on a blanket.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you want to see my blanket, huh?
Yes.
If you ain't got it ready, you want to come up here next week and school us. So we need some schooling now.
Yeah. As you can see how fast I'm hooking this over, I've gotten so good at this that, you know, I can be pretty quick about getting around this loom. People are like, my gosh, you're going so fast.
That's why I'm going to do a baby one, because hopefully I can get a baby one done quicker. That's an adult size.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this is an adult. You know, and there's 2 different sizes for the babies. There's the smallest one is for premature. The next size up is for newborns.
So the $15 pack I saw,
you're gonna get 4.
It got 4.
So what for a preemie, newborn, youth, and adult?
Oh, that is
correct.
Nice.
That is nice.
Beautiful. I gotta put you center. Wait a minute, girl. Wait a minute. Let me see it again. Let me see it again. Oh my God. Why she float?
Oh wow. Wow.
Oh, nice.
It's zigzaggy.
Look at those stitches.
Actually, it's just a half a crochet.
What's a half a crochet?
A half a crochet is when you loop over and you have 3 loops on there and you pull all 3 of them through. That's a
all
half
3 of them through.
So explain double crochet.
A double crochet is when you loop over and you go under and pull up, you go through 2, and then you go through 2 again. You loop over and
correct.
go through 2.
Okay, so what is
I'm at a half.
What is this one? When you just I feel like my work is wrong. So the one
I hope this doesn't cause a problem. I'm gonna lower my phone.
Do what
down.
you gotta do. Do what
I'm
you gotta
just lowering so you can see how I'm looping this around here.
Because
there's a catch. They have this catch here that I run my finger along to make sure that I'm getting it wrapped around. You know, you see this little peg here. You want to get that yarn behind there.
Move your hands over.
There we go. Yeah. So I'm using that finger, my index finger, to loop around there. And you don't want to pull too tight, because if you pull too tight, you're not going to be able to hook it over.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Your yarn's going to be too tight.
Right.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely cheating the crochet game right there. I need me one of them.
Everybody's going to go, wow, I'm getting a lesson on how these hats are made tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, because that'll get us ready for, you know, when it's time. I wish I knew how to keep all of us up here. Tia, I wish I knew.
See, what I end up doing is to hook this over is I put my thumb in there and I pass it over and pull it back this way, so that, you know, I can get that on that other side. Now, with you being left-handed, you're going to go the opposite direction.
How do you make her?
Because of what I'm doing, I'm going to the right. You would be going to the left.
Okay.
You know, and putting this hat on if you're left-handed. My sister does it opposite from me when she makes the hats, because she is left-handed.
How do you make her big and us little?
Yeah, it's kind of like there's some of these, all of these have, I'll bring this up close. There's a hole down here at each peg that you might get hooked into. So you've got to kind of be careful that you're not getting into that hole to pull that over.
So
and make sure if you're doing 2 yarns that you're going to be getting both of them. And usually I tell people if they're getting started this for the very first time, is do one yarn until you get proficient with the 1 yarn.
I got a question.
Yes.
If I'm going into work and then yarn over and then coming out, which pattern? What is that? I go in.
Crochet is what you're doing. I have a double crochet.
What am I doing?
I have a double crochet.
I have.
You doing the same one I'm doing?
Yeah. I am.
Yeah, I've been watching you.
I'm doing double on my stuff. I'm doing double.
Yeah.
I don't like this layout. Let's see. I don't like that layout neither.
Because I was thinking if once you learn each stitch, how it works, then you can move on to doing patterns. But first take one step at a time and learn the stitches. Like you doing a what you call them things, dishcloth or pot warmer or whatever. Just make stitch. Like right now, all I'm doing is a half a crochet making a blanket. That's helping me become fast at doing it. I go real fast doing it because I'm doing it over and over and over and over again. Okay, in my next blanket I do a double crochet and I look at how it is, and I make a blanket that way. Then I learn how to do the single crochet and I look at the pattern of how it comes out. I do the single crochet. Okay, and then you can move on to make popcorn shells and things like that. But you need to learn your stitches first. And once you learn your stitches, you can be able to read a book. It's no problem. Reading is no problem. I taught myself how to read.
So I'm doing a half
but
double.
Mom taught me how to crochet. Exactly. Because you're going through three stitches, right? And then you going in and doing it all over again. Yeah, that's a half crochet.
I'm going in the chain.
Yeah, that is a half crochet.
Yes.
I'm going in the chain first, yarn over, and then I got 2 on the hoop, and then I just take it all off.
Yeah, you pull through all of them.
It's called a half double crochet, and when on the book it's HDC is what, and it says half double crochet.
Look, I gotta get my hand in that notebook now. Forget this.
You're going to get a notebook. Oh Lord.
She said, wait a minute.
Because me and Tia are supposed to put like index cards or create things on our wall to show us. Like we're gonna.
Okay.
I mean,
I wanted to send you a book like that, but I wore them out. I didn't want to send you a book that was all tore up and had stains and stuff.
Crochet hooks.
Them be the best books that are highlighted.
I sent you the crochet hooks. Yes. I sent you the crochet hooks because I have so many hooks. And I don't crochet as much as I used to. So I was like, you want to learn. And you said you didn't have none. All I could do was send it to you.
All I had was one.
That's all right. You got a bunch of them now.
I sure do. I got a bunch of them. I'm making
all different sizes.
Look what, did you see what I did this? Girl, I don't put an ink pen on
it. Girl, shut up. Look at you.
I made her own grip.
You see this, Rebecca?
Oh, wow.
Rebecca, look at this.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. That is beautiful.
I never thought about doing that.
I
I
took
never
and
thought
put
about doing that.
a ink pen on that thing, and then it just helped me because a guy was saying that we should be using. He said that we should be using bamboo or blah blah blah, whatever. What it do, bro? You in the crochet community too? Come through.
Hey, we're going to open up some doors now, for real. Because that's what they need to learn
This
how
is
to
my
crochet.
this is the crochet hook that I use for making blankets.
Nice. I have one
Okay.
similar.
And it's an because I'm using that heavy 6 yarn. This is the one I end up using, and I really love this. It's an MN combination.
Oh,
And this is it says on it MN 9mm.
Okay.
Ooh, that's big.
This is the one I used when I made my brother's blanket. This is the one that I used when I didn't use this one for baby blankets. I made some swaddling blankets for some friends. I didn't use this one. Sometimes I would end up putting 2 yarns together, that 4 that are real small.
Mm-hmm.
And making it a little bit heavier on a swaddling type blanket. So I've made those blankets and things like that. But yeah, this is my go-to one that I use when I'm making blankets. And I'm going to start making care blankets, like for wheelchairs, and passing those out. And it'll be this hook that I use. This one, because of my hands, I like bigger things. So this is my go-to crochet hook that I use. It's a very nice heavy one.
Okay.
I was gonna say the reason why I got so psyched up.
Do you use a?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
The reason why I got so psyched up. The reason why I know it's an overlay, so you can't even tell when we talking. But the reason why I got hyped up when I saw Broke, because I just said, let me get my handy dandy notebook.
Right.
But go ahead, Mona, what you were saying?
I was gonna ask her, when she used that hook, is that the one you used the 2 or 3 yarns to make the blanket?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, with that 1 yarn of the blankets, I don't think I only used 1 yarn, because it's that heavier yarn of the birthday cake or that other stuff. I ended up finding out the metal ones caused me a lot of problems with these scarves that I'm making. I'm putting 2 yarns together, except for this one. I'm using only a single, and it's working out pretty good. Well, there is one that I ended up with the turquoise, the aqua that she wanted. I'm doubling on that yarn because that other yarn was heavier, so it's being doubled on the aqua. So it's the same thick, so it's the same thickness.
So, bro, you're still here. Does your wife or does anyone in your family crochet or knit or anything like that?
The sister that passed away, she did.
She was talking to somebody in the chat, Miss Rebecca.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, but your sister passed away in 2017, correct?
No, just this last year.
Oh, 2020?
2021.
2020. I always get them years mixed
My
up.
mom was in 2017.
Okay.
Well, I say I don't have anyone in my family that crochets or does anything like that. Ooh, I like that.
What in the world?
This is the one that I ran out. I've been looking for the yarn for this one, and I can't find it anywhere. So what I'm
What is
doing
it?
is looking for purple, solid purple. Oh, it's a
Mm-hmm.
purple, a dark purple, a light purple, a green, and a white.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'll be right
I
back.
can't find it anywhere. I lost the paper, so I don't know who yarn it is. And like I said, I've been looking for years, and that's plural. So I probably got this back when they had McFugle, and they don't have that store anymore. So I'm finding ways.
Which crochet was that? Which pattern was that?
This right here,
Yeah.
this is double crochet. All it is double crochet going on. It's like a square.
It's so pretty.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, that's a
So
square.
I love it.
Yeah, you go across and
it's pretty big though.
Oh yeah, it's real big.
Oh, wow.
It's almost but I like to make queen size. I mean king size because I got a king bed, so I like to make mine a king size. So it'd be very large. You have to use a lot of yarn.
That's what I'm trying to do. So here's mine from the anniversary cake, and it's folded in half. So I caught myself this week or the other day. I was like, I'm gonna go to Joann's and just buy some purple fabric or some purple yarn that match it. This is a bulky 6. I bought this, which is like a lavender.
Oh yeah, that's what the color I have.
And this.
Yes.
Well, I was looking at the 6 right here.
Yeah.
For the scarf. I wasn't looking at the weight. And I came home, it wasn't the same. Right. So that wasn't, it was way too small, way too big.
Okay, so you're gonna have to go
back to the drawing board.
Right. So but that's all right. You can just put that aside and you can use it for something else. And
but I'm like you, I want to.
You can do granny squares. You can make granny squares and add them together. And it's like a quilt. When you have extra yarn, you don't throw it away. Do not throw it away. You can make stuff out of the little extra yarn.
Okay. Yeah. I do. I have an Afghan that was my grandma's, and it's a bunch of granny squares. And it's just always set back in the corner. I don't let nobody mess with it or anything. But I look at it and I'd be like, one day I'm gonna do that.
Okay, one day. I have a whole lot of one day up in there.
I got like 3, 4, 5 projects right now. I ain't finished.
See, that's how I have to finish one, is to do 3 or 4 blankets at one time so I can finish one.
I like what you said about do a blanket that's a certain stitch. And then that way I can be like, okay, well, that was a single and that's what I want my pattern to look like. I really like that.
Right.
I like that too. And then I'm liking the way this single, hold on, half, say it again. I gotta write
the half double crochet.
I'm doing a half double crochet. I gotta write that down.
I'm writing it down too.
That's a HDC. When you see that in the pattern, when you see a HDC, they saying a half double crochet. They do have books that will show you each step on crocheting. Like I said, I had the ones I had. It was too embarrassing to be sending somebody, but I had it for years. You'll understand. I've had it for years. The book went with me everywhere I went, even to work. I used to drive the bus, so when I take a layover, I was out there crocheting. You know,
that's what I just got a whole bag, and I carry it in the car when I go to lunch. I just sit there.
Yes, that's how you get it done. You get it
What's
done.
What's the abbreviations?
HDC.
Half
double crochet.
That's amazing. I've got some of that cotton yarn that makes those washcloths and stuff. I haven't done it yet.
I'm gonna be really paying attention to that cotton versus acrylic.
You know, I
And
never really paid attention. I just crochet.
I need
So
I
y'all
was
teaching
looking
me
at color and
something.
price.
Okay. Yeah, y'all teaching me something.
What's that?
Huh?
What you learned?
The acrylic and the different sizes and weight and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I just went out there, buy yarn, get that color, and I go for what I know.
Oh yeah, that I heard that a lot at other channels.
When I do baby blankets, I know it's a baby blanket. I don't look at what the weight is. I just see it's a baby. It has the baby on there, the baby colors, and that's what I get. I buy that and go that way.
That makes sense too.
Mm-hmm.
And
Keep that in
this
mind.
is my go-to for girls, and then they have one for little boys that's blue, and I have that. So, but they have like the yellow. So if you don't know what the baby is, then you
Yeah.
can go with the yellow lime green color. So, but I found that
versatile.
this one that I'm doing right here is so far is the prettiest one, but it's the fastest. I have until March on my birthday. The young lady's supposed to be having a baby on my birthday. And
March
I'm like,
what?
okay, 22nd.
My daughter's is the 26th.
Oh, Naya's
cool.
is the 28th.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm trying to hurry up. So I try and do 7 stitches a day. I haven't done a stitch today. I don't feel good. So that means tomorrow I'm gonna have to do 14 rows so I can catch up. But doing rows, it only takes to do 7 rows take me like an hour and a half, maybe. It all depends on if I'm watching what I'm watching on TV.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm watching something to grab my attention, some action movie, then it's gonna take me an hour and a half. If it's something boring, I have it done in maybe in 30.
Yep.
Yeah, it depends. You know.
Well, if you next Thursday on our chat day, if you want to come up and get some rows done, you come
Oh yeah,
right
I'm
on.
gonna get something done. See, now you're making me want to do something now.
Hey, when the body tells you yes, you go yes. When the body tells you no, you go no.
Right. I've been laying down all day, so
I shut down
I need to get up.
yesterday.
I need to get up. I really
That was that diet.
I shut down yesterday.
The diet. You know, I was on a diet. How you know I was on a diet?
No, I met Lydia.
Oh, okay.
So you on a diet?
I did that diet that no meat, that raw vegetable. I did it. I did it.
I'm doing it.
I'm just now eating some cooked food. But I had a seafood broil, but that's really not no food.
How many days did you do it?
But I've been eating raw vegetables
How many days did you do it?
until last Sunday.
Wow, that was almost a month.
But I do that every year. I lose 10 pounds. I'm a diabetic. That helps bring my A1C down and everything. It does.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
strictly raw. I need to tell Mr. that.
So
yeah, strictly
I just went raw yesterday. And
mix it up so you don't lose interest. That's how when people do diets, they lose interest and they want that meat and want that fried. No, if you mix it up, if you get you some lettuce, okay, there's more than one kind of lettuce. Don't just eat a head of lettuce. Get you some romaine. Get you some tomatoes. There's all different kinds of tomatoes. You put different tomatoes in there. You got cucumbers. You got broccoli, cauliflower, and you move it or mix it around.
I hope you're feeling better.
Hey, Niecy.
Hey, Niecy.
I hope you're feeling better.
Look at how far I've gotten on this.
See, yeah.
Nice.
And that's
and you
because
just
You know, and basically I have to do 16 rows of this to make the band.
oh, okay.
16. Do you have a
To make the
loom,
band.
Mona?
Huh?
Do you have a loom?
No, I don't. That's why I was trying to. I've been looking at the machine where it goes on. You crank it up because I've been following this lady. She's everywhere. She's on everybody's live. I've been seeing her. I've been wanting to learn to do what she's doing. Miss Rebecca, I've been
yeah.
watching her, and and look at here. And I've been looking at the wrong thing. She doing a loom. I'm looking at the knitting machine. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I never
I might
really
end up getting both.
how this got started was by a friend. Her name is Laura. And we, through our church, were doing humanitarian aid of making these hats for babies and everything else. And then I stopped for a while, you know, and wasn't doing it. And then, you know, when your mama dies and you live with her, you get depressed. You really do. And then I just picked it back up, and I have blessed so many people with these beautiful hats. And they're like, they're so soft. How do you make them? They want to learn how to make them so that I'm not having to ship to Oklahoma or to other places where they can start making these beautiful hats.
Yeah.
Right.
For people. And it was Mennonite Farmhouse that came up with the name of Touched by Yarn.
Right.
Just, you know, I'm like, oh my goodness, you know, and I was on another live with somebody else, and she came up with that, and I'm like starting to cry. I'm like, I'd gone through so many different names of what I was going to name my channel, and she came up with it.
Right. Yeah,
you know, because I am really touched. I'm really touched by this yarn that I'm doing, you know, and things that I make for people. You know, and in fact, there was a lady, I was over at the health department because we were waiting for a food truck to come to bring us food from our pantry. And I walked in with this very bright hat that I usually never wear. And this lady was like, I love your hat.
I'm so glad you're feeling better.
I love your hat. And she asked me, she says, you know, when I came back in to get some water to drink, she was like, how much do you sell your hats for? And I says, I don't sell my hats. I give them to people. And I basically told her, I says, get the yarn you want me to make your hat, and I will make you your hat.
And she did.
She hasn't yet. And I might go by there and see when she's going to get it, because I said that I would be there on the 4th Wednesday of the month. So she would have to wait a month, but I'll stop by there probably next week sometime and see if she's gotten her yarn.
Back when y'all were talking about the PayPal and Cash App, they were saying if you receive anything more than $600, you have to report it. So do not allow them to receive no more than $600.
On my EBT card, it's $150.
No,
wow.
That don't have nothing to do with Cash App and PayPal. That's something different, baby.
I think we're talking about two different things.
Yeah.
You may report it for your taxes on income.
Right.
Oh,
yeah. On my EBT, it said $150.
For what?
For what?
If I receive any money, a gift from anybody that's over $100 or up to $150, I have to report it.
Oh wow!
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
See, I don't get food stamps. I don't know nothing about food stamps.
That's the state. That's the state of Missouri.
Okay.
Each state has their own thing.
But there's got to be some type of way around it. Just we don't know just yet, but I'm sure there's a way around
it.
But you can probably prepay for postage.
Yeah,
we can look into that.
Yeah, that's very smart.
The person just prepay for the postage. and the
Correct.
person pick up the postage, and there'd be no money transferred.
Yeah.
And then if they're going to
Okay.
ship the so we can look into that prepaid postage.
Prepaid postage and stuff, and
Because does it cost the same thing normally, or I don't know. You would have.
there was one time that I paid over close to $20-some to ship something to Oklahoma.
Wow.
I believe it.
Yeah, and being on
no,
a
man.
fixed income, it was 2 boxes
That's
that I
deep.
sent to. You know, that's a lot of, to me, that's a lot of money to sending
Yeah,
those
it
to them.
is.
But I sent literally 30 hats to them.
Or
30.
she could probably do a nonprofit
Gift
thing.
card.
Yes.
Gift card.
Yeah.
Gift cards or nonprofit.
Gift cards. Yeah.
I think nonprofit means what she's doing, but I don't know how to get into it. I would just have to research on that. Because nonprofit means you don't profit from what you do.
Right.
I don't. You know?
So if you have a nonprofit, you don't report it because you're not getting paid for what you do.
Right.
It's nonprofit. You're not profiting any money that it takes to send it. So that's
right.
I think that might fit, but I will have to research it.
That's what I was kind of thinking, is that if PayPal had a thing that I could end up having, like they put it on a card from them or something like that, but they didn't have that when I was into PayPal, that I could end up, I guess I could end up getting one of those cards from Walmart's and using that card to pay for the shipping, which then they wouldn't know anything about that.
No. A reload card.
Yep.
A reload card, yes.
So that then the person would go and load it right at the Walmart. That would be
correct. You can use them cards for anything.
Yeah, there it is right there. A reload card. Because I think I haven't sent money like that in years. But I've done that before, reloaded somebody some money on their Walmart card.
You know, so that I could use that. I could end up using that money to ship these things out to people.
I want to tell you about something else I found out. So one day I was looking at videos, and of course I'm looking at more yarning and different things like that, and I couldn't find no men that crochet. So
There's men out there.
Oh yeah, I found them. So I found this story about this older gentleman that went over to Ireland and fell in love with the style sweaters. So he purchased one on his business trip, and he goes back home. Well, he goes back home, and he's so in love with these sweaters that he create himself a few, like a very few. So then he retires, and after he retires, he just home doing nothing. So he decided to pick the yarn back up. But because things were so expensive, he started going to the Goodwill, purchasing the largest sweaters he could find, and ripping the yarn out
apart.
In balls. I'm like, genius! I'm so and then that's how he would come up with cashmere. Like people find cashmere and everything. I'm like, that is so smart. And all he do is sit there and make all hats with the material that he reworks. And I thought that was a good story. That was good.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna let.
I never thought about that either.
Yeah.
I say nothing else. Look, I want to get me a sewing machine so I could take raggedy old clothes and turn them into grow pots.
Don't
look at me like that, girl.
Don't
look at me like that. Don't look at me like that, girl.
Wait a minute, grow pots? How? What
using that canvas?
Yeah, take like bottom of the and sew it up all the way through the bottom, so the soil don't come out from up underneath.
That's so
Put your
smart. I
soil
like
in
that.
there and
So
drop your seed. Boom.
Wait a minute, Mom. You talking about denim jeans?
That's what I'm
mean?
talking about, girl. That's what
Denim
I'm talking
jeans?
about. Some denim jeans, a shirt, anything that's cloth because it doesn't hold water.
Yep. You just need it to hold your soil or your vegetables.
That's smart.
That really is. I have not heard that one.
Girl.
That's why we talking.
Yes.
Right.
Girl,
and then they be having them that land fabric.
There is
that land fabric that you put, to keep to kill the weeds that you put down before you put your soil down on top of it when you do your
the black stuff.
Yeah, you can take that and sew it up and put your dirt in there.
I actually seen a video where somebody was making their own grow bags
doing that,
but not the clothes.
Yeah,
but not clothes.
Oh, you ain't seen them clothes with the jeans where they standing up against the fence. You ain't seen that?
I've seen those jeans.
They got the jeans. They standing up like somebody's standing there, and they growing some stuff, some food in them jeans. I'm like, you know what? Because look, ain't nobody got no money. Ain't that what that man say? Ain't nobody got no money.
Ain't nobody got no money. Ain't nobody got no money.
Yeah, I ain't got no money, and trust and believe, I find all kinds of ways so I don't have to spend a whole lot of money. Yeah.
So we gonna have to get you a sewing machine. We're gonna have to get you a sewing machine. DT got her a sewing machine.
I still been looking. I've been looking.
You got a sewing machine?
Like, you know what? I'm gonna give me one. I'm gonna give me one.
Yeah, I got a sewing machine. Yeah, here's my sewing machine right here.
She said. So how do you hold your yarn in your hand?
For crocheting or this loom?
I was asking Lydia how she hold her crochet. Do you hold your crochet like that?
So, because you're left-handed?
I wrap it around the pinky. I take it around the back
finger. Okay.
And then I pinch it with these two. But I tried to.
Okay.
I learned from Ola Joe.
Oh, what happened? Hold on.
What the heck?
Oh,
was that like an Amber Alert or weather alert or something?
Who got snow coming? You would know an Amber Alert being over there in Indiana.
In a little bit. I have an appointment at 9.
I don't hear nobody.
You fine, Ann. Thank you for joining us so long.
You better get your rest and take care. Drink some hot tea tonight. Dry that stuff up.
Oh, that sounds good. I need to make some sleepy time tea.
Maybe we're gonna have some tea tonight. Have our teapot ready on the side in the show.
Don't get me.
All right, y'all. Don't get
me on my teapot.
Do I go out and come back in?
Where you at? What's wrong?
We can see
you. On my end. Is that mine?
All right. Well, it do sound like you, but do you got your YouTube still on? What's your I
can't stand this noise.
Wait a minute, I heard you talking fast. Let me send you an email from me so you don't have to use YouTube at all. What's your email address? Spell it.
Mine?
Mona.
No, she's gone.
She gone.
She gone.
She gone. Let me see. Can I find her channel right quick? Let me see.
There we go.
Sifting SIFTSOME.
And put all the links up.
Sifting some soil. SO. Yeah. Sifting some soil. What numbers is her? Sifting some soil.
Some soil 55.
Okay, I got her. I'm subscribing to her. I'm turning on her bell. Oh, she been over there making. Oh no, I'm new over here. I've seen all these videos. Oh no, she been cooking. Girl, she got me hungry already. I ain't been over here but a hot second. She don't have no email in here, so I can't email it to her. So we're gonna have to drop the link. Yeah, that's another person we got to get up to 500 because if she's up to 500, if we get her up to 500, we can. Thank you, Ann. Good night, Ann. Go to bed.
Good night, Ann. We appreciate you so much.
My phone took it. And thank you too, Miss Rebecca. You just go ahead and relax. And you go ahead, because we're gonna be finishing up here after a while anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up.
We're gonna what you looking like, Sean? How you get so thick?
I switched yarn, remember?
So let me see your girl. I don't got short. Wait a minute. I thought I measured this.
What?
Look. What happened?
You did measure it. I saw you with my eyes.
I thought I measured this. What happened?
I love you.
What happened? No. I thought I had this measured. What happened?
That's a headband that go over this way.
What?
This. Put the top on and put down. Yeah.
What happened, Lord? I'm gonna have to make a hat now. This would be too long for a hat, wouldn't it? What this
DC said, oh bless, frog and start over.
Who said that? No. No. I didn't even know. What? I didn't even know Free Helen Babe was still in here. What?
That's for the grandbaby.
A boy.
It don't matter. Mona, can you hear us now? You said I see you but can't hear you.
Mona's not in the room.
She put it in the chat. Rebecca, I had so much fun with you ladies.
I did.
Yes, thank you. We had a great time. We was not planning on being on this long.
The situation got me so puzzled because what happened?
Did you accidentally frog some of your chain and didn't realize it and just kept going? Obviously.
This would be cute for my grandson ears.
It's very cute.
But this is not what I wanted. But if I keep going.
Bye, Angel Loves Garden. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Yeah, you still was in here too. Girl, thank you.
I think she went away and then popped back.
Lily, do you crochet? Do you craft?
All crocheters, raise your hand.
All crocheters, raise your hand. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Even if you crochet with your hands. That's hand. That's fine. Thank you so much, Miss Rebecca. We got the message. We see you on February 10, or we'll see you right back here on Friday Junior, which is Thursday, here with me and TT, y'all.
Yes. I will connect with you. I'll shoot you an email.
Yeah, we're going to shoot an email. I guess I should get a smaller one if I want it for a baby, right?
But does it come in? The ones I was seeing on Amazon look like 4 came in a pack. So you just buy the thing and you good to go.
So I might be able to make it quicker. We about to be making Loom hats. Yes, make it into ear warmer for your grandson. Yeah. So I'm just go ahead and do that. I'm not gonna be able to do the little twists in it because the twists will be a little off.
A little
off. And then I'll make his sister one because I didn't never finish theirs. She wanted red, and I didn't.
I tried a few years back. I'm gonna try again after watching y'all. I still have my books, yarn, and needles.
Okay, maybe you could come to our loom class. Okay, you trying to get the looming over here?
Y'all got me one in the garden. We got y'all one in the crochet.
Girl, you went from canning to gardening to a secret garden.
To secret garden.
To a secret garden to crocheting. Let me see. Yarn over. I cannot believe it. Let me go get Amy. I'm gonna go get Amy. And bring her. What happened? Measure. Let me see yours. You got a. Is that white?
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, that's nice. That's gonna put on your head. I want to see if you got
it's
enough.
White. I ain't trying to get no grease or anything on it.
It look like it's too short for you too.
It's gonna be tight.
That's gonna be a choker.
I could keep going and just make it a scarf. Nah. She went to go get Amy. Amy is always being used and abused.
Don't talk about Amy like that.
What she got going on?
Nothing.
I see Amy with the pins in her hair.
Amy head too big for this too. Shoot. Amy head too big. Amy, get out of here. I'm gonna have to get Lily.
Look what Niecy said to you.
What Niecy said? Red. Why she say that? What did I do?
Red Rover. Throw that yarn right over.
What that mean? That's a.
You never played Red Rover?
I thought it was saying Red Rum from the daggone movie. No, I don't know what that means.
It was, if I remember right, it was the game you would have 2 lines of kids, and they would be like Red Rover. Send Lydia right over. You send somebody over, but I don't get because then the lines would end up.
Okay, but what would you be doing? Running?
You running? I don't know. It was kids. I don't remember.
I don't know. I ain't play that game.
Mona says you have to measure the chain before you start your rows.
I did. I did. So he got Lily. She ain't got no clothes. I'm supposed to be making her an outfit so she can stop coming up here. It was my first hat I made. It was supposed to be for a baby.
With a pom-pom, you did a great job.
Well, thank you. I like how you be psyching me up. I'm pretty sure.
Ain't nothing wrong with that hat. It's cute.
That baby ain't gonna be able to wear this hat for to about 2 years old. Oh, I'm supposed to be using you, Lele, and to get this. She used to have long hair, but now you gave her a haircut at some point.
Mona said that looks good. See, I told you that was a cute little hat Ling Ling had on. Look at it.
I wish I could do it again. I started off with a little circle, but I got off task. I didn't know how to, I just was, you can see where it got off task at, right? I guess right there. You just get off task or what you're doing.
That's
I
what I
thought
really need to work on.
going in a circle was.
So these are straighter, but they not straight like Rebecca had them.
You got a bright light behind you. Now mine's look a little tilted, but baby, hold on. I'm trying to hold on. I don't know if it's straight. I don't think it's straight.
I think I'm gonna have to do it and like really focus and count. I can't have no distractions.
Whatever. Look at right here. This is already right off the top.
That's how this one is.
Cause look at that. What's that? They'll never know. They'll never know. But
I like it.
Oh, but yeah, that's when you're gonna stop. That's your last row.
I think I'm a frog it because I want some straight lines.
But you gonna do it like this.
I'm gonna know it in my heart.
Oh my goodness, frog, baby. Frog. What is Red Rover? Red Rover. Did she tell us what that means?
You say yes, it's a kid's game.
Okay, love to measure the chain before. I thought I measured the chain, boo. I did. But my grandson gonna get it unmeasured. So just let me see. Well, how can I make his look boyish? Because it's gonna.
What's wrong with it?
What's wrong with what? It's too small for me. Like, how do you make it look a style for a boy? So I gotta. Oh, I know what to do. No, that don't look right. I think it needs to look flat. Like it don't need to look.
Well, couldn't you just sew your ends together and that would be the part he puts in the back of his head?
Girl, you so smart. Girl, you is so smart. You is so smart.
When it says that blue is boyish.
It's definitely boyish on my book. It wouldn't be getting no other color. Maybe a teal or yellow or red. Then his sister want red.
Yeah, just sew those two ends together.
So they must don't let us play music for a long time.
Oh yeah. It must time out maybe after a minute or so.
You said, Bernie, can you see us?
I was confused.
I see.
I'm gonna have to go in a little bit because somebody want to go outside.
No, you fine. You fine. We can go ahead and play this.
Nisi says, make it flat by doing a whip stitch. And then that's the part that goes in the back. Go get your leash.
Thank you. Well, girls and guys and guy, thank you for anybody who always stop by. If you're catching this replay, we're just two young ladies just trying to find our way.
Well, wait a minute.
Wait.
We want to know what is a whip stitch, Nisi, if you're still there.
I think it's when you go up the back. I'm about to hold on. Yeah, you're right. Wait a minute. Did she post it?
Not yet.
I see it on YouTube.
Whip stitch is a nice stitch that use your yarn to do the seam. And it's nice and neat, a nice and neat stitch.
You're going to get it nice and neat, all right.
They have tutorials on YouTube you have to do.
He going to get a nice stitch, all right. He going to get this left hand over. Just like I'm sewing a patch on my shirt. Over, under, over, under. All right.
Why you heavy sighing?
Huh?
I said, why you heavy sighing? You at the end now. We gonna stay and watch you finish this. We ain't about to walk off on the third quarter.
Trying to get this whip stitch together. Yeah, they use the fancy words. I think it would have been zigzag, zigzag, but
she said it's practically invisible.
Ooh. Well, this ain't gonna be invisible.
I use it on many of my projects. Yes, I love that dragon you finished.
She over there making plush animals. Something that now maybe you could come up here and make a plush animal with that. How long do it take her to do that? Ask her how long do it take.
I think she said it took her a while. She wasn't in a hurry. She just kind of did it when she had time to focus on it, I think.
Well, maybe we could do one that is a series and come back to it. I mean, we can make Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda is adorable.
I got some colors for Baby Yoda. But you know what? She brand new with us.
She brand new too. She only been doing it a couple months. I think she been doing it less than 6 months. Yeah, out there making dragons, and I'm making a headband.
She made that first hat, boy. What she said? When she made that hat, I knew right then. I'm like, oh yeah, And when she made the pumpkins, I was like, how's she making pumpkins? Was the pumpkins easy? I ain't looking. I'm just trying to whip this stitch.
She said it took her 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm working on a cardigan.
You started it?
I got about 4 squares. I think I'm going to unravel. No, I'm not going to unravel all the yarn. What I'm going to do, I'm going to just stop. No, I probably should unravel all the yarn. And make color balls. Color balls. That don't sound good.
I do have to make another dragon on commission after I get done with this baby blanket.
On commission, meaning she got to charge?
Get that money.
Get the paper. Shoot. Somebody tell me they want me to pay me to do something. Now I might finish a cardigan. They be like, I'll pay you $100. What? $100?
Yeah, she said she only been doing it about 5 to 6 months. So that means in what, 4 months, we gonna be at that level.
Yeah, because she made a hat. It just seemed like a week ago she made that hat.
You didn't agree though.
Well, I don't know about
it's very easy. I can show you how to do it.
Yeah, going in around is a little difficult for me, and I don't think nobody shows their hands properly. Nobody.
I think that's one thing that I've noticed too. I want to see their hands better, and I can't really focus on that.
Mm-hmm. But most of everything I learned, I just learned by listening and looking. I have not read a book or anything yet. That's why I wrote down the half double crochet, and I'm gonna make I'm probably gonna do like stencils um behind me or in front of me where I can see them at, just as a guide. Like this room
Mhm.
is gonna be a real crafting room. I was gonna use it for my business, but no, I'm gonna keep them right there. Keep y'all right here in the front with all this bright light. And then one day, hopefully, if everything goes well, I'll be able to, I'm just taking this other one right here. The other, I don't met up with the other end. So look, suspect, it got a hole in it.
It's gonna be in the back. Ain't nobody gonna see that. You made a headband.
Hold on, let me try to stretch her. I don't know about that hole.
I don't do my pumpkins in the round. The pattern I use is a lot easier.
Oh, I gotta see that there. It look good, I guess.
Put it on Ling Ling.
Lean too head too small. No, yeah. I'm gonna have to go get one of my stuff. Oh, Lee. Lee. Okay, Lee.
You made a headband.
Okay, Lee, your ears warm, Lee. Let me turn it right side up. Girl, I'm gonna be going to thrift store buying new doll babies and stuff. They gonna think I'm getting these doll babies for myself, and I'm gonna be getting them for mannequins to put on their little clothes.
That's cute. You did a good job.
I think my grandson. Well, I told you I made him a hat and he couldn't fit it. So I hope this worked. Thank you so much. You are such a great motivator, Tia. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet, but I guess I gotta fish it in. I probably could fix that hole with it.
Yeah, you got to fish it in. I would say I like that about it. It kind of fixed some of them loose spots. Go get your leash.
Kodak, go get your leash.
Go get your leash.
I like this double half double crochet. I really do.
Let me see. It looks good.
I like it because it's more closed in too, and it's tight.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna give them a tighter fix. I'm gonna finish my pot holder now. So, what she say? I did okay. You already said that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Well, it's been real. Thank you, all 8 of you, for coming on in the room. Okay.
Thank you for joining us. This log, we appreciate it.
Yes, we learned a lot. We got motivated.
Now look what I got.
What's that? What? The leash.
The leash.
Kodak White wants to go out.
He like, look.
It is 8:30 at night. She goes to bed by 9:30.
He like, come on.
You guys, thank you so much for giving us an opportunity to share our craft with you and to continue learning with everybody. Looking forward to seeing you next Thursday live. All right. We call it Friday Junior because that's what it is. Everybody loves a good Thursday, especially our working people.
Mm-hmm.
My baby, it's almost the weekend. Hold on. Oh no. One more day to that special day for minis, but all of them seem the same for me at this time.
And if y'all can join Blade's Promised Land Ranch, where Ann is going to be a guest there at 9 o'clock, that's enough time. Put your pajamas on.
Hey, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I talked it. Let me eat. I'm about to go to Bland's Promised Land, okay?
Have an awesome night, ladies. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you.